Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Howler for an Hour. We got Dream Island, a Skyward Journey today. That subtitle isn't listed with the title of the logo, but that is indeed its subtitle. This one describes itself in the Steam store description as master tricky jumps, outwit prowling lions, and conquer a challenging world across two distinct islands. Test your skills and endurance against turrets, swinging hammers, and falling platforms in this precision-based 3D platformer. This game, from the looks of it, is trying to be a little bit like Only Up. Remember that game? That got quite popular for a while, where the game that was basically just a bunch of model assets situated in the sky and a bunch of parkour. Pretty simple, but I can understand the appeal. I like myself a bit of parkour now and then. You don't need to even make it too complex for it to be sort of enjoyable for me. I do find it to be just kind of a nice vibe to parkour in games sometimes. So this game in particular came from, well, Dream Island Dev, who is actually somebody who popped by on Twitch and actually sent me some whispers and hung out in a stream or two. And they were interested in me playing their game. And since they were being so kind to, actually reach out, like, amongst my streaming content and stuff, I figured, yeah, sure. Why not? I've never actually played, despite my enjoyment of parkour, actually, in games, I've never played Only Up, but I am aware that Only Up and has had many clones, right? It's had a lot of different games very much inspired by it because Only Up got popular, which means, of course, there's going to be a bunch of games trying to ride on that success. And, of course, I'm not necessarily critiquing that. After all, I do a whole series called X and 8 Likes. I do appreciate games that piggyback off another game's success. Sometimes those games can do really interesting things with the concept and take it a new direction, put it out on a new level. So I'm not against games that are inspired by other games, by no means. So let's see what Dream Island: A Skyward Journey has in store. Apparently, according to the dev, I do believe they told me that it wasn't just based on Only Up. It was also, let's see, they stated, I remember them saying somewhere, I don't see, maybe it was in one of the chats, but apparently it's based on Only Up and another game of some sort. I don't know which one, but it's apparently based on two different games with its mechanics sharing between those two. I suppose the other one perhaps is some sort of obstacle course game from the looks of things. But let's take a look at this and see if it's actually a good parkour time or not. I feel like Only Up was a clone of Getting Over It, said Yamhead. It may have been inspired by it, but I don't feel like it's a direct clone of that, no. It's not really quite the same. But, yes, similar concept of, like, can you make progress, and if you fall, oh no, there's all your progress, much like Getting Over It. So, there is some sort of brutality to Only Up, at least I think so. Does Only Up have checkpoints? Again, I've never actually played it. But, before we begin, of course, if you like the video, do think about giving it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can think about doing that as well. But if you really want to help out, think about coming over to Twitch. We're trying to reach partner, but need more viewers to do it. So if you want to come by, whether to lurk or talk, think about doing so, because it does make a big difference, and we'd honestly love to have you. We also have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out. I have a Ko-fi link if you want to help directly monetize my content, and I have a merch store if you want to buy some cool stuff. Links in the description, and you can check them out at your leisure. We also have Chris Sovs here at this rather late hour, hanging out. Being that yes. Being that V vibe in the background. Thanks for being here.
V5.
But yeah, I guess let's start this up. I'm assuming this was not a controller based. I assume if it's 3D parkour, probably WASD and mouse would be fine. So I assume third person. We'll see. Dream Island or Pain Island? We're gonna start with Dream Island. Let's see how this runs. The settings menu was a little confusing because it doesn't actually highlight whichever options are selected. So you just kind of click something and you're like, yeah, I guess I clicked that. Oh, wait. Oh, cutscene. All right. All right. Here we are. We are this, I suppose. I'm going to lower the settings because it's already jank. Oh, wow. I can't lower the settings if I'm in the game. I see. All right, then. Let me just kill everything. Medium view distance, so I want to actually see where I'm going. So, you guys may have noticed that when the cutscene started, there was a bit of jank. Same. It wasn't just you, I also had that same jank, so. We'll see how it runs in... Okay, now it seems to be fine now, though. Dream Island.
Rise and shine, my gravity-defying friend.
Oh, no.
Time for another round of How High Can You Go?
Oh, no. This is getting over a Bennett Foddy, effectively. Dev is Foddying this game for sure. I can immediately tell. Oh no. That's good though. Actually, that was not bad narration for starters though. I'm assuming that's the dev. It's got to be the dev. If you're going to do a Foddy style narration, it's got to be the dev doing it. That's required. Okay, let's see what we got here then. I mean, I'm already digging it. Like that if they're gonna have, I assume there's gonna be narration throughout the game. As such, it's important that narration is good, and yeah, it sounds like it has a good tone, kind of a very Foddy tone, you know? That's sort of, if you're not aware of Getting Over It, you haven't played it, that game, it's a really frustrating game where you're trying to navigate upwards and then you fall down, you lose all your progress, and all the while, Bennett Foddy, like, chillfully narrates to you about, you know, it's all about trying again. It's all about, you know, keep going. When the world stops spinning, you keep spinning. And it's like, holy shit, Foddy, shut the fuck up. I fell off again. Like, you just get mad at him, right? That's part of the experience. Okay, so we have vaulting here. All right, then. That's good. That could save us from a last-minute fall. Is there a way to walk? Because I'm just, like, careening around. Oh, there is a walk. You hold control. Okay, good. That's important for setup. So we might indeed have a rage game here. Oh god, okay. Oh, it's very easy to slip off though. That's really... I like how it starts me with like the super thin platforms. That can be slipped off of course. Vaulted is at least somewhat forgiving. Looks really thin. Can I walk on that? Oh, kind of. Oh my god, that's a bit jank. Alright. Does the walk have ledge safety? No, I'll check that if I have checkpoints. But I don't believe it does, no. Okay, well here we go.
Dream Island like your dependable sidekick.
Oh no.
Dependable at pushing you in the water.
No ledge provision. Dependable like pushing you in the water? I don't know if I depend on people to push me into water. Oh yeah, this is gonna be... So the dev specifically reaching out to me had a nefarious plan with me, I suppose. Like, how I'm gonna get the streamer. Haha, he's gonna rage. So the way I rage in video games is a bit odd, though. I'm guessing I need to do a running jump for that. Assuming running jump is a thing I can do. Oh my god, I actually made it. Okay. Every time I vault up, it looks like it's just a bad vault. I'm going to fall immediately, but I'm usually fine, so okay. Downtown West. At its best. That's what it says. I'm going to guess that blue is the checkpoint.
Wanted. Fearless platformer. Must have solid jumping skills and a tolerance for virtual pain.
I am decent at parkour. I'm not sure what my pain tolerance is like. Why am I just staying here? Oh. This is the slow motion fill. Let me escape it.
Oh no.
What the fuck was that about? Oh, it's done now. Oh, it's fine now. What the fuck? I assume this is a checkpoint. Whoosh!
Ooh, just a little misstep on the way to becoming a legendary platforming genius.
That's what that is, right?
Probably.
Oh, what do you mean game over? What do you mean game over? What do you mean game over? Even Getting Over didn't have a game over.
I guess you did fall into the water, I don't know.
I guess... So, not a checkpoint? So, is that what I'm supposed to take away? Not a checkpoint? Oh, you mean you think it's a dev sound cue? But they didn't... There weren't any sound cues to begin with.
Gentlemen, it's showtime. Dream Island presents The Great Climb and the Greater Many Falls. Part 1.
Okay. So this infuriating... I do appreciate the infuriating narration, though, because there seems to be a lot of it. Like, we've had a few different lines just for restarting, so that's good. Like, yeah, is it gonna piss some people off? Yeah. Is it high quality? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of it. And it's well aerated, so technically. I'm so glad you could vault corners somehow. Anyways, yeah, obviously I threw that one because I wanted to see if it was a checkpoint. It's best I find out now if something is a checkpoint or not later. Because it'll affect my mindset when doing certain jumps, so...
Welcome to the land of pixelated dreams, where falling is our favorite pastime.
For slow motion again, yep.
Also, I mean, falling itself is penalizing enough. I'm surprised it's just straight up game over if I fall in the water, though. Like, wouldn't just falling be enough? Like, just resetting me? I don't know. I presume this has no checkpoints, though, now that I've seen that experience. I see. I am so glad the vault is a good system, has a good system behind it. That is the most reliable system here, and I appreciate that. Okay. In fact, it's better if I vault rather than... Oh! Like, that's more dangerous. It's better to vault. Is that a crocodile? Okay, fair enough. Oh god, is that hole count as a hole? Oh no, that was further than I thought. Or closer than I thought.
Congratulations, you've earned a frequent faller miles card.
Oh, these puns are horrible. I almost made it to a violin for the sound of it. Oh. I really am curious if there are checkpoints, perhaps, and they're just, like, really spread out.
Dream Island is here to give you an extra helping hand down to the water.
What's up with this, by the way? Like, don't think I didn't notice this. I saw the arrow. Oh. I really should... I wonder if I can zoom in and out to kind of judge distance better. I feel as if the slow cutscene zoom...
Perfect, then you're on the verge of perfection. Dream Island's impressed by your dedication to falling.
I feel as if the slow camera zoom might actually piss me off after a while, though. You know? Can't break the game, good. I kind of feel like that slow camera zoom at the beginning is something I should not have to deal with anymore. Does this go the same place as the other direction? I assume so, but... Oh, these jumps are definitely the sort of jump that I fall off of. Yeah, vault, please. Thank you. Vault is good because it just, like, sticks me to it, and, like, then I just climb it properly. Okay, that actually felt a little faster the other direction.
Wanted, fearless platformer. Must have solid jumping skills and a tolerance
Like you
for
risk to
virtual
reward
pain.
kind of thing.
Yeah. It's very important to know when I should be sprint jumping and when I shouldn't. That was a little scary looking, but alright. The slow-mo field is also very annoying, I agree. Okay. Yes, vault the rock, ideally. No, gonna land it. Oh no! I don't want to.
Hour.
I don't want to land on the rocks. They're too small.
Second.
I want to get to that violin. It's taunting me. Also, I'd like to note that sometimes the option when I click it doesn't actually work. I'd like to note this is not Pain Island.
What do you think is Pain Island? Oh my
Dream
God.
Island, where every fall is a leap of faith and every climb is a step towards another fall.
Whose dream is this exactly? No, I just thought about that for a second. Like, wait a minute. Who the fuck dreams about this? Yeah, who dreams about getting over a Benefati? I mean, non-nightmare dreams, I mean. Because that's basically what this is. Question is, who the fuck's dream is this? Alright, we're just gonna do this. There we go. Don't worry, I have solutions to problems. Alright, let's see. Yeah, the best thing to do is slightly miss my jump, which is very disorienting as a parkour person, but the best thing to do is to almost make the jump, so I do the vault instead of actually letting on the platform. Because then I don't have any risk whatsoever of falling off the other side. Okay, the best thing I can do here is probably... Yes, so let's see if I can fail my jumps, so to speak. Carefully fail my jumps, that is. Okay. Is that just a 3D model aligner thing? Alright, let's see here. Right. So I made it here. The violet is up ahead. It's over there. What the fuck am I supposed to do now? Oh, that. Okay, that's it. That's the jump. Alright. Sometimes it's hard to judge distance, you know? I don't know what I'm staying on, so I'm just gonna jump. Alright. What is this song? Corners, like, my character seems to have a very precise hitbox, so corners are actually kind of dangerous. I can't just flub over corners and be staying in midair. So corners will be taken seriously. The song got very serious when the cowbell got introduced. See, as a parkour person, I'm not really amazing at parkour games, but like that jump there, somebody else might have done a more perpendicular jump, but I was like, let's try to make this slightly parallel so when I land, I have more landing room. These are things I consider with parkour, which is why I'm decent at it. If you're not good at parkour, it's little things like that that probably are the reason why you struggle. So I do not trust it. Like, this girder might be fully solid all the way through, including the gaps, but I'm not going to assume that with this. I'm not going to assume the middle is solid. It could be, but... what's wrong with the plants? Oh, I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this at all. I'm not entirely sure what part of this bridge to trust. I mean, it might just be completely safe all the way through, but I don't know. So I'm gonna treat this like it's not safe. Okay. Okay, well, it's safe, alright. Ish. Cataby Core. Okay, I got a new area name. Does that mean I have a checkpoint? What's this do? What is just landing point? Alright. Oh god, small rocks again. Alright, fine. No! No! Oh fuck! I thought I was laying on top of it, so I tried to back up. But I had it, so I've removed my ability to vault. Oh no. Damn it. So, okay. I'm gonna rely on the vault. In most cases, then. Alright, we'll give it one more good shake. All bets are no. What was it? What were the bets on?
Back again for a round of Let's Climb Till We Cry. Dream Island's ready to see you rise like a majestic bird or plummet like a confused penguin.
This game is actually more unfair than Only Up. Okay, well, that doesn't count as an attempt. This game is more unfair than Getting Over It, Benny Foddy. I mean, Only Up, I'm not sure the difficulty of it, but Getting Over It, which this game certainly has some energy of.
Ever wonder what it's like to fall from a great height? Dream Island's here to
I think
offer
the Only
you
Up
the
was
masterclass in gravity
easier than
appreciation.
that. Yeah.
Because, like, Vinifati, like, Getting Over It had the snake, where if you decided to ride it, oh, sorry, you've lost all your progress. But, and yeah, technically in Getting Over It, at any time, you could just fall the way back down. But also, due to the level design, no. First off, you couldn't die in that game, I don't believe. I think it was just falling and losing progress. This game, you couldn't die. So there's obviously a difference there. But also, on top of that, like, in Getting Over It, the level was designed in such a way where it zigzagged you upwards. Yes, you were constantly able to fall off objects, but oftentimes there was some sort of basin that you had climbed up to previously, which would catch you if you then fell after that. Meaning that while there weren't traditional checkpoints, those basins, those large flat areas, acted as catchers as you stair-stepped your way upwards. Meaning that if you fell in most cases, you would be caught and not lose that much progress. This game isn't doing shit for that, by comparison.
Yep. Yeah, Only Up also is kind of like a concentrated. So if you fall, you can very much just end up landing into a previous area.
Oof. Yeah, see, that's not... No, actually not oof. That's actually good. So that's actually good design. Like, yeah, you lost progress, but you didn't lose all your progress. Like, that's the key. Those games are still rage bait, but due to how that works, it's actually pretty fair. Like, it actually is reasonable, and you can act like the reason that part of the reason they're good rage bait games in a way is because you can feel like you're making progress, which encourages you to keep going and get frustrated. But the only reason you're choosing to keep going is you are making progress, and eventually you win if you keep it up. Like if you keep trying. So. So this game, I think, immediately fails because, like, it just immediately puts me over death pits and I restart the entire game if I fall. It's like, there's something really interesting about Getting Over It, with its structure being like, oh yeah, you fall, and then you're in this area you were at previously. Like, yes, it's frustrating you fell, but it's also interesting to see how the level design loops back on itself. You know how, like, a lot of people praise Dark Souls 1 for that? Like, how it actually, like, connects up with itself? Kind of in a way, like, Getting Over It does that too, right? In a way. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, come on!
Did someone order a leap of faith? Because
So-
you just delivered one.
I did not get a running jump because I was facing... I knew the facing mattered. That proves it. So if you're facing away from the direction you want to start running, and you start hitting that direction to run, your character has to rotate before they sprint. So if you have not enough room after rotating to sprint, then you're not sprinting. That's pretty... That makes me wish there was a way to rotate in place, right? Without having to press WASD to just turn my character around, which seems to be the case here. Let's do Pain Island. Yeah, there's an inherent problem here. If this was set up like Getting Over It, where there were basins that caught you, or checkpoints, one or the other, I would be way more motivated to play this. But given that there's nothing at all throwing the player a bone for progress,
Ready to defy gravity and common sense.
like, this is not... I would say that Getting Over It is actually quite motivating to keep playing it. This is not. Also, Pain Island has, like, bad hip-hop? What's the main... Is that the main difference here? Wait a minute. You know what, though? I just realized something. Hold on a minute. Do, 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 do. I want to check something. It is. It is, you say. So this is an Unreal Engine game, by the way. At least I think it is. Let me double check. Yep, it's got pack files. It's Unreal. Okay. What version of Unreal? I'll play this legitimately a little
You're
bit
not
more.
lost, are you? Nah, you're exactly where you need to be.
You already have your
On
side
Pain
plans.
Island.
I have Unreal. I have tools for Unreal. I have console lockers for Unreal Engine. I just need to know which version this is. Wait, hold on. Pain Island isn't even that different. That's kind of lame. Like, look, I'm doing the same parkour. I'm sure there's a few differences, but it's basically the same thing. Okay. Oh, they just kind of removed the other one? The other path? Okay. Oh no, I don't have two options that are around the same difficulty. Oh, I have only one. Oh, okay. No! How painful. I mean, this is no more painful, is what I'm trying to say. Would have thought all the objects would have spun or something. That would have at least been interesting. Frustrating, but interesting. I think I got attacked by a lion, but I wasn't really observing. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sprinting when you're not facing the... I don't like the fact that the facing issue is a problem. There should be some way... Like, you know how I do it? I'd make it so if you hold right-click and spin the camera, your character spins with it. That's what I would do. That doesn't seem to be a feature here. Hi. So don't collide with the lion, I guess. Did he do an animation and like swat me? I wasn't paying attention, or rather, she. It's a lioness. Hello.
They did do a
no!
animation, yeah.
I wasn't expecting the pursuit. I wasn't expecting the pursuit at all. I figured he'd just sit there.
My God.
Okay, well, I do like Pain Island more because it has like animals. So.
Congratulations, you're officially a Pain Island regular. Most folks quit after one try.
So here's the dangerous thing I'm going to comment on from my observations. This is a dev that wanted to mix together only up and getting over it, right? That's basically what we have here, a mix of that. However, that's only on the surface. When you get deeper into it, both only up and getting over it had a very prime detail that this game forgets, and that is, of course, catch basins, as I will refer to them. Basically like soft checkpoints which catch you if you fall down, and thus make it so you don't lose all of your progress whenever you lose. I mean, if we can, even though I'm not getting that far, we can actually observe what I'm talking about here if we look. Here's the path up, and it goes up and up and up. There might be occasionally moments where the path zigzags on itself, and if you fall in certain places, you might land on another object, sure. But there are really no catch basins here. Maybe that building could act as a catch basin when you're up right above it, but yeah, there might be a few catch basins up there. But yeah, you can see the problem, right? Everything's pretty much just over water. There may be oh god. Oh, thanks. Hello. Oh, it's a turtle. Statue, I guess. So okay, so it's gonna pursue me that way. Got it. Can we chill? Okay, good. Only I have to get close enough, I think. Also, notice how they can launch me, and that's not necessarily always a bad thing, so I can see skips being done with the lions easily. Oh my god, okay. When in doubt, just hug the object and hope that you parkour it. I just realized. I wonder if I had shadows turned up if I would actually have a shadow. Because I'd like to note that I've been doing all this parkour without actually having a shadow. Which I think is a significant detail to point out. Because not having a shadow in a parkour-based game is a bit of a thing. Bit of a thing, you know? Yield. That wasn't there before. Okay. So Hell Island is just like I honestly.
They say practice makes perfect. And by they, I mean everyone watching this.
I guess there was a gun there, yes. I see. There sure are objects. Yeah, here's the thing. It wants to be... This game is mixing two different games, as I've said. It's kind of trying to be only up with a little bit of gain over it. But unlike those games, it doesn't possess catch basins, and that is the key. Now, granted, I haven't played only up, so I can't tell you if it's good or not, but I do know for a fact that a lot of people played it, and a lot of people did have fun with it, and a lot of people tried to rip it off because it was pretty successful.
Your pain tolerance cranked to 11 because you're gonna need it.
Don't worry, man. I got an idea. But yeah, I did play a little bit of Gain Over it, and I saw quite a bit of gameplay of it, so I definitely know what I'm talking about with the catch basins there. If this game lacking catch basins means that this developer tried to mimic two different genres and create something in the vein of them, but missed the most important detail, in my personal opinion, of both of those games. If either of those games did not have catch basins, or soft checkpoints, as I would refer to them, nobody would be motivated to complete them. Who the fuck would want to complete it if any fall in Getting Over it meant you're all the way back at the bottom? No. The part of the reason it's exciting is because you might get caught by an object. You might get caught by a catch basin. Maybe you'll lose all your progress if you're really unlucky, or you rolled the snake because you're a dumbass. But... You're only a dumbass once, though. Then you learn. But those catch basins and the fact that you might be caught is itself a motivator to keep trying. If you don't have a catch basin, you don't have a good game. Because, yes, I will say it. Getting Over it, Only Up, I think they're good games. They are rage games, but they motivate you to keep going. This one doesn't. There's no motivation here. I fall, I'm in the water, I'm restarting the whole thing. That's all. This is how this works. There's no anticipation of, oh, what if I catch something? Or, oh, maybe I'll just fall a little bit. There's none of that. I'm just going to land in the water, and I'm going to restart. So I'm not even frustrated, really. I mean, it's a little bit annoying. But, like, I'm not invested enough to have this be a rage bait game, right? Because a rage bait game, like it or not, if a rage bait game can make you rage, that means it invested you. This game is not investing me. Getting Over can invest me. Only Up could invest me. This is not invested me. So we're going to do a thing. Because I feel pretty done already. But we're going to do a thing. I'm going to look up. I don't know what version of Unreal this is. So I might just have to guess. Let's see. It might be possible if I dive through the folders to find out which version it is. Let's see. Let's see. I have an OC who's an Eevee named Coco. Oh. Yeah, Coco for Coco or Coco for Coconut. All right. I'll look at the config. That looks like 4, but I'm not sure. Wait, hold on. Let me just open the engine I think that usually has a little bit that tells me. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. This is very perplexing for me. Oh, what about the log file? Well, I had a bunch of errors. That's good. UE5. Thank you. The log file finally indicated it. So it's Unreal Engine 5. That makes the most sense, but some people are still making Unreal Engine 4 games at this point, so it's hard to say. What we're going to open is a little program I have to unlock the console in Unreal Engine games. It's been extremely useful to free cam games as well as to just take good screenshots or thumbnail views and stuff. This is going to be usable for other purposes, though. Let's see here. Actually, I just remembered it's actually under the... I really should move that. It's in a file folder named Spyro because it was originally something I was using for Spyro Ignite Trilogy, so it's just kind of in a Spyro folder. I should probably move it at some point. Geez, where'd it go? can't find the folder now. I organize things good. Trust me. Yeah, here it is. Console ejector. There we are. Yeah, I'll move this to a better folder later. In fact, I should probably put this amongst my utility folders in a particular path where I keep all the stuff on the desktop that let me basically break into games and stuff. So let's see here. Here it is. Here's the process. Supposedly, I don't know if it actually captured properly. I think it did. Okay. Inject. Yep, that seemed to have worked. You can tell because I have a console, as you see. Oh! I wonder if the dev planned that or if it was just a happy accident. You saw that for a second, right?
Oh my god.
Might have been a happy accident. Might have been intentional. The moment I popped up the console. It would be pretty
funny because your character is just still moving there. Like, what?
It would be kind of entertaining. Let me try it again now. It would be kind of entertaining if you just got yanked into a lap, apparently. It does that.
Oh.
Also, Essler says, the general design is the major obstacles set you back to the left soft checkpoint, and failing to recover from that amidst easy obstacles will set you all the way back. Only a rare few things will set you back to the very start of its zone. Yeah, speaking of getting over it and only up, yeah. Agreed. That is indeed how it's supposed to work. And it's honestly a pretty good design choice. It honestly works quite well. It's just, well, I feel like this dev, this is another case of a dev wanting to make a game based on another game, but not understanding what made that game good. Not understanding what made that game successful, you know? Which really frustrates me. I'll just be completely blunt. It frustrates me when a dev is like, I want to make a game like Game C. I'll make it called Game D, and it'll be like Game C. It's like, that's cool, but you didn't actually notice what made Game C good. Like, you just didn't notice. Like, how do you do that? How do you make a game? Okay, well, the console's working here, by the way. Let me go back to Dream Island. If the console works on the title screen, I may be able to make that. I may be able to do something, even if it crashes in game. Oh, no, it's fine now. I bet it's just because of the time I injected the console code into the game, like mid-game, it didn't like that. Okay, so I have a working console now, which means if I go over to my unlocker, let's see what available features we have. Free cam, slow-mo. Slow-mo would be useful. Certainly that would be useful as well. Do I have anything else? Do I have... let's see. I'm trying to remember. This thing is mostly used for like camera-related stuff, so I can zoom around. But to move the character... Let's see here. I wonder what that would do. Okay, that mechanic doesn't seem to work. I was trying to multiply the player size to also, in the process, multiply the effect of their jump, but it doesn't seem to work, so. Let's try...
Dream Island, where every fall is a leap of faith and every climb is a step towards another fall.
So with slow-mo, I probably would never fall. Well, okay, unless an obstacle hits me, like the guns or the lions, but... as you see here, though, the unlocker does have some functionality. You're in slow-mo. What's funny, only I am. I think everything else is moving normally. Let me actually adjust. The speed is adjustable quite a bit. For instance, I could also go like that. five times. Let's try setting it to like,
God.
yeah. Like I said, I could set it literally at 0 as well. So, fun fact. Let's try saying it. Okay, I slowed it down to 3/4 normal speed. So, 0.75. Which actually does feel a little more comfortable. Keep in mind, this will not affect my jumping distance or anything. It's just going to affect how quickly I animate, how quickly I move through the air and such. By slowing my character down, it actually feels... like, that feels a lot better, actually, 0.75. Now I can actually adjust my landings. Also, just, you notice how much more confident I am at doing the jumps when I'm not sliding all over the place? Like, this feels a lot more comfortable. This is just activating game... This is how... You know what? You know how I comment sometimes about how it feels like games are made super fast and high octane all the time? Like it feels like I'm old. Like I'm over 36 now. And it feels like, man, all these games are made for like those freaking like 15 to 20-year-olds with like perfect reflexes, which I don't have anymore. This is how everybody sees games these days if they're a kid. If they're younger, this is like gamer reflexes speed here. This is what I don't possess anymore. Yeah, even these don't really scare me as much now. I mean, they're still a little bit scary, but... Yeah, keep in mind, I can totally still lose. This is not, like, solved everything. I can still completely fuck this up. What? Like I almost did. Well, at least I could adjust the problem. Oh no, the beans. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Did they answer whether it was coconut or cocoa? I'm actually curious. No, they did not. Dang. Oh, like hot cocoa. Okay. So cocoa beans can be said then. Just casually terminate your friend. Yes, you are. How rude. Oh, that's more glitchy than normal. That's the one thing about changing my speed. I might create more glitchy physics. You see the difficulty of just simply turning the fucking character around? It's very annoying. Ooh, okay. There's no way to zoom out or anything, which honestly would be extremely helpful for judging distance, so kind of upset that's not a feature, but alright. Yeah, there's no catch bases in this game. No way to turn your character around quickly and instantly. No way to, like, change your camera angles or anything. Like, this is all stuff that I would say is important for a game like this, but yeah. It's really the catchphrase thing being the biggest deal, though. No catchphrase means no reason to motivate yourself to keep playing. But look how much better I'm doing with just having a little bit slower character animation speed. Like, this is making a big difference. Okay, I can go that way. Oh my god. You couldn't even render the underside of these platforms. You couldn't even render the bottoms of these platforms. Really? Dev? Dev? Are you serious right now? Also, where do these go? They go somewhere. It looks like I have a choice. I can go over there, too. I'm gonna go... There's like a ghost over there. No, it's a boat. Wait, I have like a path choice. Do I want to go that way or do I want to go that way? Up or that way? What do you guys think? This feels very low effort, I gotta be honest. Dev was nice enough to reach out, but I honestly feel like this is kind of low effort. Not a big fan of that. Like, obviously, elephant in the room here. Only Up and this game share one thing in similarity that you could argue is low quality, and that's a very low jump. I can do it, though. There is one thing that they share in that you could argue against. Like, I saw some people like getting, okay, that is too far.
Ah, that wasn't your finest hour.
Don't worry, I'll glitch the game more. Yeah, it's all the way back. There's no checkpoints. So, Only Up is also just a bunch of objects floating in the sky, right? Basically just a bunch of pre-made assets floating in the sky. I definitely have seen people say Only Up was lazy. I could understand that argument. I guess technically you could also argue that Getting Over It is also a bunch of assets floating in the sky, but I feel like that was actually pretty artistically put together, though, at the same time. Yeah, it's like random objects, but they're kind of fun in how they're arranged and how they're put together. I think it's, honestly, I don't think Getting Over It deserves that sort of hate. Let's see here. Oh, by the way, a little tip, since I see you guys are getting... So, Dirk, you're getting a little hot and heavy. I will note that we don't allow for RP. So, I think I'll ask you to tone it down. This makes Only Up look expertly designed. Yeah, Only Up has more design as well. Like, it may be random objects floating in the sky, but weren't they sort of like placed in such a way that's interesting and stuff? Like, I feel like. Anyways, I'm gonna mess with my tools a little bit more. Hold on a second. Let me try this again. I want to see if this actually. It doesn't change anything. Okay. What about? Okay, so I don't have actually a lot of features available to me. For instance, I do have access to the console itself. So let me ask you this, guys. Unreal Engine 5. How do I reduce my gravity? There's gotta be a way. That's all I need to win, honestly. I'm gonna look up console commands. The Unreal Engine has a ridiculous amount of console commands. I'm currently trying my best. Like, it's ridiculous the amount of console commands that actually exist. So simply looking up a console command list isn't good enough because it will lag your fucking browser. To put it simply. I'd like to adjust the gravity, yeah. Unreal 5 console command gravity. Let's see. Ah, I think I may have found the command. Set gravity.
Dream Island's here to give you a nudge in the wet direction. I mean...
With the what? With the what? the wet direction? No, I mean right direction is what he said. What the hell? What is that, a pun on something I don't understand? Okay. Well. Okay, let me put things back to normal speed. All right, so is there a jump height stat? Maybe, but there's probably not that I can edit here. I'm just trying to remember. Would somebody be willing to brave the console commands list for me real fast? Actually, wait. I think I wrote it down somewhere. Don't I have it here? Console help. Here it is. This will lag things, but I can type in gravity before it lags too hard. Gravity, jump. Really? Nothing? I don't know. He said, I'll help you jump in the wet direction. I mean right direction. I just thought to myself, what the fuck is that
Think of
supposed to
Dream
be?
Island like your dependable sidekick. Dependable at pushing you in the water.
Okay, gravity 10. So that's not a command. That's a problem. There are a million commands, keep in mind. But I can't tell you which one I need. Let me think. World. Trying to think what I could affect with this. I have an entire console at my fingertips, but I need the right command to actually adjust things. I'm gonna go back to my console helper. Hold on. Let's see. What? Give me some words, guys. Give me some words that might lead to a possible good result. I'm thinking that I go to physics probably for this. What do you think? Physics? Physics probably makes the most sense. Game 4. Okay. Character movement.
Something related to the Z-axis, maybe also. I don't know.
Possibly. I'm currently looking at a big document right now. I've at least narrowed it down to physics. Inertia? Let's see. Visualize movement. Use target velocity on impact. Connectivity, async interpolation. Tolerant speed. The typical magnitude of velocities of objects in simulation. Do I count as an object? Let me try something. Yeah, here. All right, does this count, you think? Velocity of objects. Magnitude. 10,000. Oh, it's read-only. Oh. All right, let me try some other things. Let's see. Ragdoll physics, I can turn that on. I don't think that'll help me much. Let's see. Net enable, net correction, min level set size. Interesting. Tree depth, payload size. Max dirty elements. Okay. Max children in leaf. That's such a weird statement out of context. How many children in each tree leaf do you want? Like, okay, well, I don't know. How many are there normally? I think math may have it for me. Let's see here. P. Global gravity. That sounds promising. That being said, it doesn't seem to be a functional. I'll try typing it in, but it doesn't look like. That doesn't look like an actual command. Yeah, it's not recognized. We only have 2 things with the word gravity in it. I have enabled ragdoll physics, so that doesn't necessarily mean my character will do them. I have enabled it, though. Yeah, I'm going to... Let me just look through this a little bit. I do have one other thing I can do if none of this stuff works, but it won't let me win the game. But it would let me see the game. Let me just look a little bit longer here. Encroach Epsilon! That sounds like some sort of like superhero attack. Okay. Enable collisions. Ooh. It's a good way to fall through the ground if I turn that off, probably. Let's see. Collision, friction. Cloth editor, that doesn't help me much. There's a ridiculous number of console commands for Unreal Engine. It's kind of insane how many there are. Let's see. Chaos simulation enable. Enable disable chaos simulation. If disabled, physics will not tick. I don't think my character associates directly with physics. I mean, my character has physics tied to them, I suppose, when they interact with other things, but... Max inflation scale. I don't know, ask the furries. Let's see. You're an order moron. Encroach Epsilon. I don't think he's a superhero. He's a Navy. I don't know if they could use that. Let's see here. Let's see.
I'm so confused.
Jump heights. I could see you guys, like... Hold on. If you guys would like to assist, because maybe you guys could find the solution. It can be found, I believe... Yes, this is the document. So here, have this. But please be warned when you open this. It is a massive list. So it will be loading for a while. You can use a search, though, to some degree. And you can also select by category. If anybody here is more of a programmer than me, please look into this. You could probably figure it out with that list. I'm just currently scrolling through the most likely list here and looking to see if there's anything valuable for me. I'm just looking at the physics section and trying to skim it, see if I can't find anything. But yeah, that list there is extremely powerful. It's like everything. There's certainly something I can do here, unless it's set in read-only mode. Based movement mode. That's a real based movement mode. It's really based, I'm sure. Actually, wait, what is base move mode? 0 means always in regular tick. 1 means only if not deferring updates. 2 means update and save based movement, both on regular ticks and post physics when on physics based. Oh, okay. I understood like a little bit of that. Let's see here. Yes, I would prefer researching this document rather than trying legitimately in the game. This is more, at least this teaches me something. Alright, I can't find it. Your turn, guys. Take a look at that document that I linked. I put this on your hands. You guys might actually have a little bit more ability to read this than I can, anyways. If you got at least a little bit of coding experience whatsoever, you might be able to understand more of this, I'm thinking. But, what I'm going to do is the alternative idea, which requires only to remember my key bindings. Isn't it numpad? I think it's all numpad. And insert. Numpad and insert. That's right. And I wonder what would happen if... Okay. So, listen. I can't exactly, I can't exactly parkour this unless I have some new commands, but... In Unreal, it might be normal make your own. It might be normal make your own physics. I'm not sure. But yeah, I can't complete this game. But what I can do is have my camera complete it for me. This is, of course, isn't crossing my player model to the end of the game, so it probably won't count for a victory or whatever. But it does mean I can look around. Forgot how fucking bizarre these camera controls are. It's mouse and numpad, which, you know, that's fine. I can make it work, but it's a little awkward. I had to kind of gremlin huddle onto this right side of my keyboard. So, we saw all this before. Let's see what else there is. Let's just see what this game has to offer us here. So after we cross all these stones that are really annoying, we get to the carts. And a tree that's literally on nothing. And it's... Well, this one... Okay, you guys were asking for things to spin. I just realized all these trees are spinning. There you go. Things are spinning. Climb up here. Oh yeah, I guess there's two options. You can either climb up these wagons or you go the way I went before. Actually, wait. Let's go over here real fast. I'm going to see where this goes. So the lower path here seems pretty traversable. Oh, there's like 3 paths. Okay, where does this one go? Are you kidding me? So if I had parkoured out here, I would have literally just wasted all my time. Yeah, because game over and restarting doesn't do that enough, I guess. Wait, does this go anywhere? No. Oh no, I have a bad feeling. I think I know what's going on over here. All these like platforms floating all over the place. I think I know what's up. So I don't know if these jumps are even possible, but assuming they are for some reason, where does this go? I don't think they are possible. Oh my fucking god. This goes nowhere too. Guys, you want to know what I think is going on here? The dev... I'm sorry, I'm going to be very critical for a moment. I do believe the dev slapped this game together. And when I say they slapped the game together, what I mean is... This is them considering some other paths to take in the game, placing some random-ass platforms to maybe consider other paths that they could fill out the game to progress down. And then they just abandoned the idea, didn't go out this direction, and also didn't bother to delete the platforms. So those platforms I was parkouring on before and then fell off of eventually, they really shouldn't even be here because this isn't the path forward. This is just a bunch of random little dead ends. Which, by the way, I'd like to note that some of these dead ends, I could hop down, but I couldn't hop back up. So, like, here, for instance, if I had started hopping down these, I believe I could not climb back up. Definitely over here. So the dev slapped this game together so lazily that he had temporary platforms where he was thinking about building, and then he decided not to build that direction, but didn't even bother to remove the temporary platforms. It just kind of left them there for the player to get confused. That is utterly lazy when you consider that what this game is a bunch of floating assets. Couldn't even bother to remove all this shit? Cool. Thanks for that. That's really shitty, actually. This is... Remember how I was talking about just a little bit ago with Ancient Mind, how I didn't like the game, but felt like there was actual heart put into it? And I did appreciate it for that. I appreciated that game for its heart because of games like this, which demonstrate how to not have heart when producing something. Let's continue with the quote-unquote proper path, I guess, which is like up the wagons, up the tables, up the upside-down oil entrance. Apologies if my camera movement's kind of weird. Again, it's a very weird control scheme I have for the camera, but it's fine. Go across these. Go across... Dev, if you're going to place floating assets, could you at least use assets that have calling on both sides? That have textures on both sides? Fucking lame, man. Like, this isn't clearly an object that's meant to be put, like, against a wall or something. So you don't see the backside of it, but... eh. And again, like, oh yes, and these, like, this, like, pillar structure, which... This part's supposed to be in the ground, so they didn't actually provide rendering underneath, but... Well, I'll just take a look, because they didn't bother to do it. Yeah, this is so lazy. This is utterly lazy. Look at how much, like, seeing inside the textures you can do here. It's a shame, because... Weirdly, the narration for this game seems actually pretty competent. Like, it looks like... It feels like they put a lot of narration work into this, but just no work whatsoever to the gameplay. Mm-hmm. I shall judgingly eat Pringles as I progress through this. Oh, we have a line up here. I don't suppose my camera triggers them. No, it doesn't. What is this song? Is this the boss fight with a lion song? Kind of feels like a boss arena here. What is this fucking song? What the hell? Yeah, see, since this is my camera, not my player movie, I can't trigger things like this. That's also why we're not getting any of the dialogue, unfortunately. Which also is probably the most interesting part. So we parkour across here. Go across this telephone wire. Telephone pole. Rocks, telephone pole. Bullshit looking platforms. Good. Again, look at again, I'd like to note that you might fall to like the wooded tree area down there, maybe a line of sight, but otherwise you're falling right in the water this whole time. So, land on the window, climb the windowsills, climb these banisters. Oh, inside a building. Look at this. Oh, so is this like a little... It's not... It's undoubtedly still not a checkpoint, but I guess it's like a little resting area. You can take a break, I guess.
Mini book.
That is slightly amusing.
If practice makes perfect, then you're on the verge of perfection.
I think I just fell off the
Dream
ledge.
Island's impressed by your dedication to falling.
Yeah, I kind of fell off the ledge, I think. Oh, well, so anyways, my camera doesn't give a shit about that, so let's keep going. I forgot that WASD technically still moves the character while you're in free cam, so I think I did just, like, walk off the ledge, but also the game isn't restarting because I'm free camming, so... Eh. So here's the thing, I can't complete the game properly with free cam mode, but... Since the visuals and sound all follow the camera, we can basically see the whole game experience minus, like, actually winning and getting sound triggers for the dialogue. But I don't really think... We all know that if I were to win, I might get a little bit of interesting narration and then I'd just be booted back to the title screen. We all know that I won't get a big reward for beating this game, right? So, let's just examine the experience with free cam. That's honestly most of the game by itself, so... Anyways, where are we going from here? Okay. As we would walk, I guess you walk this ledge. I'm not really sure, actually. It says that way? Okay, let's see. I mean, you could probably make that jump. Oh, you think this is like an elevator, maybe? Maybe it's supposed to go up? Let's see. Is there something that's just directly above me? Yeah, this must be an actual. This must be like an elevator. Because like straight up above it is a staircase, so that makes sense. So I guess you're supposed to use that as an elevator. What's up here? Oh. That's just a cat that's seeing things. I gotcha. This supposed to be an Easter egg if you jump onto this building. There's like galaxies in his eyes. Alright. Thumbnail, perhaps? I don't know, maybe. Let's see. Let's go back up the staircase, though. One thing that's really annoying about the free cam is if you go up too far, you actually invert and start going down when you're up pressed. It's like weird. Your controls invert if you go too high, up or down with your mouse. The cam is kind of wonky, but it's very functional. What is this song? Cat. That's the same model, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Rigor Mortis is set in on this cat. Alright. Gotta climb sofa mattresses? Okay, fair enough. And tables and whatever. Oh, here's actual moving platforms. I really am curious if I got to this section legitimately. Would I stand on the fan blades and rotate with them, or would they just rotate away from me and I have to keep moving to keep track of them?
Oh god.
So, for a little bit, I thought the like the Hell Island or whatever it's called was the one that had the lions and the guns, but it looks like even the Dream Island will introduce those later. We saw a lion earlier, now there's these. We know what these do. One shot me earlier. So wait, Gabe. So Dev, you introduced moving platforms for the first time, but you also didn't even introduce them in their own isolated environment. You also made the player have to deal with guns shooting them at the same time. So the moment you introduce moving platforms, you also introduce guns. You see why I have a problem with that? Game Design 101. Don't introduce multiple elements at the same time. That confuses the player and it makes it so it's harder for the player to acclimate. You want to introduce new elements staggered, you know? Go ahead, Prasad, what are you saying?
Nothing.
Just kind of agreeing?
Yeah, just very... Yeah, just very solid-ish distracting.
You might argue, by the way, that, well, it's just a moving platform. Everybody knows what that is. You don't need to introduce that. But, like, I already have a question. Do I stand on them naturally, or do I have to move with them? That's a legitimate question, and reason to kind of learn this before I deal with the guns. This would probably kill me very quickly, this section. Anyways, let me climb these platforms that look like they were those look like the platforms from Switchbox Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy. And so we're up here.
See that.
Yeah, a little bit, right? And then we get to the what are these flaming hot Cheetos here? Do these hurt you? I wonder. I'm gonna guess that wait, either you're supposed to no, yeah, this is another elevator. Okay, I'll bite. Where does this go? Does it go straight up too, or it looks like it does? It looks like it crossed this blue stuff here. Wonder if it actually goes straight up, or if it maybe goes into that and then goes like over there. That looks promising. Let's go over here. Yeah, I think that's right. I think it goes over here. Probably a platform that moves up there and then goes over here. So here we got a big old building. Down here we have good. No, that's the thumbnail. Rah. Okay. Well, that chipmunk is like screwed. Or squirrel, probably. Gotta climb up these. Those are some very long jumps. Maybe you're supposed to use the windowsills to get a little extra. I don't know. Thank you for that. I presume this thing bounces you or something. So probably how you get, like, up here, maybe? Not sure. And then we just have the lion wall here. This stuff. Oh right, that's an up. That's a. I just remembered acceleration or upwards movement is on numpad 7. Magnifying glass. It's just random objects. I see. Okay, this kind of vibes actually. The music in this. Like, I feel you could just upload just this scene with the music, just upload like a 2-minute video and on YouTube and don't elaborate further. Got a bowl, tapes, VHSs. No, wait, these are books. I think. Records. The 3 degrees. Life is easy. Of course you picked that. Bigfoot! My friend Bigfoot! You don't seem very happy about your friend Bigfoot. You seem kind of concerned, actually. Giant bench. Climb whatever these are. Turtles. You did it again! Dev, you did it again! Again, so some temporary platforms they were using to consider a building, and they just left them here. Again, a waste of your time. My goodness. Dev, you really... You know, it's not asking a lot for you to clean your shit up before releasing your game. This is like if I released the text adventure I'm working on with all the random debug options on the main menu just spattered about like I left them earlier. In fact, I even cleaned up for myself. I put all that stuff under a new debug room I added. Because I was like, this is looking messy, and even if this isn't visible to the player later, I should still clean it up. Because I'm OCD, and I actually care about that stuff. Is that bread? It's a rock, okay. I was like, hope for peanut bread, I guess. Then you get up here, and then you cross these lights, okay. And we've returned to yet another elevator that probably goes straight up or something. Let's see where it takes me. Probably there, yeah. Probably right here. It suggests getting in this car. Okay. Is that weird tripod car? No, it actually has 4 wheels. Never mind. That was that weird British car with 3 wheels. I don't remember what the thing was called. Oh, alright. I guess you just drop down onto this. Go over there. I mean, at least they had the decency to play some music triggers so you got new music as you continued along. It's weird. I feel like this game has both no effort and also a lot of effort. It feels like the dev put like 90% of their development time into the narration, which I'm sure if I was playing legitimately, we'd be having all this unique narration as we went, probably. But it does feel like the narration was the dev's largest effort, and then after that was just... What's the point of this? I guess you could also take this path if you drop down. Not sure why you would. This path looks horrible. Alright, let's see. We go over here. Cross a barrel. Spin. Oh wow, a parkour section where if you fall, you don't immediately die. Granted, I think it's just the boost up here with this. Boost up here with this. And then boost up here with this. Very good level design. I'm glad you just do the same thing over and over again. And then you get up here. Okay. Is this all solid? It looks like there's kind of a ledge here. I have a glass floor, I guess. Okay. Oh, that is an elephant. I was wondering what's going on there. Honestly, sightseeing this is more fun than playing it. Far more fun. It's honestly mostly a sightsee anyways. This game is kind of effectively like the experience of walking through it and seeing what there is, except for it's also fucking hard, so it's not really fun to do that either. Whoops. Do a barrel roll. I forgot that key did that. Alright, let's see. We got another... I don't remember how to center this. Oh wait, that's how. There we go. Okay. We got an elevator. Let's give it a ride. Trouble any pits in the glass floor. I wouldn't be surprised if there was. Also, Math tried. Thank you for trying, by the way. Closest thing you found that it was could affect jump physics is either linear, either ride drag override, which might affect air drag. Says -1F disable. They've said high value drag fall slower. I'll give it a shot after this. We'll give it one shot. See what happens. Oh, did I pass the Actually, where do you think this ledge was supposed to... Where do you think this elevator is supposed to take me? Maybe... You know what? It's probably supposed to take me over here, because that's the closest thing I could see. This right here. Maybe like down here somewhere? Yeah, probably. And then you have to climb up here. I wonder if there might be like more than one path, possibly. It's not impossible. That brings you over here. Then you jump yourself to, I guess, these buckets and cups. Get some Chinese takeout. Drink till you drop. Sounds like an energy drink. Pretzel. Stackers. Okay. Sounds like a play by the pound game, but alright. Climb up here, climb the gun, yield to the gun. Oh, here's... Oh, no. Okay, it's just a little, like, play mobile toy little thing for 3-year-olds. Alright. Unsalted pretzel. You're right. It needs to be salted, then it's good. Salt pretzels salted are nice. I tend to over-salt them admittedly, but they're good. Why is it like all these tools of murder? Pistol, gun, AK, rocket launcher, knife, chainsaw, like flavor, like katana, like alright. This is a real thug section, alright. Get up here. Watch out for the lions. Watch out for the... What are the flaming hot Doritos? I don't really understand these, but I assume they kill you. I'd like to know, do you notice how long I have free cams for? I want to point out again that any fall means you restart the level, even at this point. There's only of these. Alright. Please don't touch me. Don't worry, I'm a camera, so I can't. Car dealership. No test drives. I mean, I don't want to test drive this on top of a building anyways, so... Alright. And, again, Dev, again, you once again lazily left a bunch of platforms, didn't you? My goodness. Like, I don't mind them, like, trying to script out, like, okay, maybe I want to have the level go this way, maybe I don't. But, like, you clean that shit up, Dev. You don't release a game for money with misleading platforms, which, by the way, I don't even know if you can climb up these if you go down them sometimes. So you might be soft-locked at that point. Okay, shelves, bed. Again, the calling's all messed up. I'm trying to tell a story with the objects, I think. Like, look, it's all cowboy. It's like kid stuff. It's like the kids' toy room. Or something. I don't know. What is this supposed to be? Alright. Now we're in the military stuff again. Okay. So I don't really... Now checkers. I don't really get the theme anymore. Never mind. Oh, giant robot? Indeed. There's a refreshment if you've been climbing for a while. Boosty up here, down here. Sofa. Pillows and the boost. Where's this going to take us? Up there? Okay. So we get on these roofs. Go into this glass tube, I guess. Woo! Wonder if they're for a secret challenge to get all the invisible flags for secret. That would be really bullshit, but you have to be doing this. It is really just a trick, misleads you and possibly gets you stuck down a ledge you can't climb. Oh, there's a bunch of. By the way, there's a ton of these boosty things in this class thing. So in this section, you're supposed to be set up flying really fast upwards, and it just keeps going. All right. This is ridiculously long, by the way. Like this whole map, I mean, the whole progression, even if you ignore the whole restart when you die thing. Even if you play immaculately, if you play flawlessly, this is still so long.
Mm-hmm.
So at the very top of this, you're supposed to land on just a moment, I can only accelerate upwards so fast. This, I guess. Supposed to land on this, and then this looks like this probably... Yeah, there's an arrow underneath so you can see where you're going, where you're flying upwards. And then this, it looks like this is probably not meant to take you upwards. Well, maybe it will. Actually, up looks doable. Okay. Maybe it's supposed to take you... It's either supposed to take you upwards or it's supposed to take you over there. I'm probably upwards. It's always generally been elevators. No, actually... I think I'm right. That's really far away. It's probably... This one's probably meant to take you this way. Over to here. And again, I'd like to note, if you fall off... Yeah, you might be able to catch some older geometry, but that's not a catch basin. That is a... chance that you might land on something and maybe you won't bounce off of it immediately and keep falling. Maybe, if you're lucky. Very good. Oh my god, I think I know what you're supposed to do here. You're supposed to use the bounce. Wait, actually, I don't really know. Why are there bouncing platforms out there? You're supposed to go this way. Imagine if I did make progress and I just jumped the wrong direction. Like, granted, this bounce used to get you back up, but even so. Sometimes it does seem like there's one-way directions you can go and then just get stuck, so. Rhino's a big horse with a bigger horn. You consider rhinos a type of horse, huh? Okay. I mean, kind of. Pretty sure horses are way smarter. If I recall, rhinos are really stupid. Mixed with a poor eyesight, they can be intimidated into attacking or intimidated into running, which is why they're partially they're dangerous. Because they can't threat assess very well. They're not very smart and they have bad eyesight. Alright, let's see. Now we're here. Obviously, because I'm free camming, I could just fly to the very top and we could just see the end of it. But I do want to see the journey to see the quality of said journey. This free cam is actually quite valuable to anybody considering maybe playing, because they can see what they'd be playing through. Obviously, kind of spoilers as well, but with a game this difficult, I feel like you want to get a good guesstimation of what your experience will be before you start dedicating yourself to it, personally, I think. Personally, also kind of dumb. They're scared of everything, but they're big and strong to fight most things. To be fair, oh god. To be fair, they can be easily injured. A horse with a broken leg is as good as dead in the wild, so, or even not in the wild. They're strong, but they're not meant to fight. They're not designed to fight. So I'm pretty sure that elevator is just supposed to take me straight up after that. As I don't see nothing else to go to, so let's keep going up. I mean, so is all animals with broken leg, I suppose. It's a joke charm, you silly shaddocks. I was just like thinking about that joke. Like, yeah, I guess rhinos are kind of like horses. Sort of. Not really, but sort of. Where am I going? Straight up, because this is an elevator that's supposed to just take you really high up, I think, because if you look down below, there's the elevator. If you look straight up, here's another thing, so... It is the closest next thing, so it's got to be that. So what is this? What is this, then? It appears to be another elevator. Perhaps. Stop. And this takes you even higher, okay. I'm looking around. There's something else to really interact with, so up we go. So if you make it this far, your reward is really long elevator rides. Hooray! Like, why do there need to be this much space between objects? I don't really understand. People theorize rhinos were what originated the whole unicorn mythos. I could see that. It's a big ass horse with a thick bottom. I like how you use my emote to support your point or support your statement. Just. I mean, horses already have big asses, but you know. Let's see. So you make it all the way up here, wasting your fucking precious time getting here. Especially when you consider all the attempts you've probably died at. And you're going, and you're going up, 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 and eventually you make it when... It is actually possible for me to increase the free camera speed, but if the speed was fine for up till now, but now it's just horrible. Actually, I gotta wonder, do you think that elevator may have taken you over there or up here? Probably over here, actually. I made a mistake. Hold on, let's speed up the free cam. Just realized, I just went straight up, but technically that stuff down there is lower. You're probably supposed to constantly be working your way up, so... Yeah, hold on a second. Let me just speed this guy up. It's at 20. Let's make it 100. That should be a fair bit faster, I think. I think it's moving faster. A little hard to tell. No, it's not. I multiplied the wrong thing. Hold on. Movement speed. Here it is. There. That should speed it up. There we go. Be nice if I had my mouse again, but no. Okay, no, that's fine. I seem to have lost my ability to mouse, and I don't know why. So I will have to use arrow keys to rotate now. Woo!
Yippee.
It's fine. I typically have all the means in my arsenal. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I got this. So this is probably where you're actually supposed to end up with that elevator. Oh, your reward for this is this song.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Is the song just saying I don't even? Because I don't even myself. I do agree. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I lost support of the mouse, I don't freaking know, actually. I don't know. Alt-tabbing, I suppose? Agreed. Oh, it doesn't even loop well. Unfortunately, I have a fast free cap, so we can just get it over here. There we go, and then it stopped. So you end up here, huh? And this is like an area of a little bit more construction, and then I looked up at the ceiling and we have Z fighting. Very good. Okay. Almost looked good for a moment. And then it didn't. The music sounds like Braid Rot because it's Braid Rot. You kind of just hit it out of the head there. So it's just like a maze, because I see like multiple directions to go, multiple parkour to do. There's like stairs going up here. And like some rings over here. I'm guessing it just has multiple. So this is like a labyrinth building where you can do multiple directions, I assume. Kind of looks like a big old mess, but like, okay. I don't know if there's really a direction you want to go here, but hello there. Demon door thing, alright. Wait, is there just a ring in here? Oh, do you have to like pull rings or something to like trigger doors or something in this area? I don't really know. Because that's definitely what I'm thinking about when I get to the top of this area. I'm thinking I want to have a switch maze now. Like that's definitely what I want to do next. I don't know if it's actually a switch maze, but it is a maze of sorts. That much is for sure. I don't know the intended path here, so I'm just gonna meander. I'm gonna guess the goal is to... Actually, I'm not sure. Found the cat again. An Easter egg so nice, they'll do it twice. Oh, hey, here's a up arrow. That actually kind of gave me a hit. Oh, God. Really wish I gained my mouse back at this point. I don't actually know what causes it to, Hello? Uh-oh. I have lost the resume feature. Why? Why, though?
Oh.
Oh, I think I froze it. Well then. The good news is I'm gonna fly back up there really fast because I have my camera options now. It's fine. Just re-inject it. But I'd like to know, like, how long is it taking just to free cam semi-naturally up the ledges? Like, a long time. Can you imagine how long it'd take to play? God. Alright. Penguin. Oh. Fatal error. Yeah, it looks like you need to inject the DLC before you load the first area, or it just breaks. But yeah, this is very much... I think it's all very obvious at this point that this is one of those games that Low effort slot trying to make a quick buck. Dev, you may not be a bad person. I'm not saying you are one by saying that statement. But it's very obvious that this was a lazy effort on your part. And a lazy effort does not instill confidence in the, what's the word? Intentions of your design. Right? Just to put it simply. Now, let me free cam one more time and we're going to finish this now. I like how even
Dream Island, it's not just about reaching the top.
Okay, there we go.
It's about getting cozy with the water.
I like how even the free camming has at this point become sort of exhausting. At first it was fun to look around, but I'm like, it just keeps going. But as you see here, with free camera speed max, this isn't so bad. There's nothing fun about this. I would just suggest, if you really want to have some random parkour and you've already played Only Up and other games like it, I'd recommend just going to Roblox, honestly, and there's tons of parkour games there for free. Like, I honestly would recommend that way over this. But oh, too high up. This is the building we were last at. Okay. So I see that the actual way up is actually here. Yeah, it wants you to come out through here, and then pop up here into the floating flesh pillar area. Which then I guess you have a wander. At least by having to reset, I now have my mouse movement back. And I guess you're supposed to climb these pillars and, or just ride this up to here. So yeah, it's kind of a weird maze/switch puzzle place, and then it leads into an actual labyrinth. Oh, that's cute. Look at this. It's a labyrinth, but all the ground has holes in it. So you have to navigate through this mess. Actually, wait, there's a lot of trees. Nope, it is actually a maze, I think. I think you gotta go through the brush. So you have to navigate a labyrinth with pits all over the place you can actually misstep into. Again, just water down here. There's no catch basins. And all the while you have a screechy violin making noise at you. Okay, fun. Yeah, this is such a... Can you imagine rewarding the player that has spent hours probably getting this far with this? This just feels like a slap in the face. Wait, oh, there are arrows that maybe give hints. I'm not sure. Oh, I found a hippo. And the exit. Very good. This violin is horrible. Oh! Fuck whoever's playing that. That's not how you... I get what you're trying to do, but that's not how you do it on a violin. Holy shit. They're literally just screeching their fucking violin for an effect, but it's not a good effect. That's just poor playing right there. God. Anyway, so that probably raises us up out of this mess. Man, that looks fun. Alright, so then we go up here and... What, does it put us over here, or... I'm guessing it probably just raises... I'm guessing the elevator just raises up right here. So then it presents this as a challenge. Okay. On one hand, I'd say this doesn't look that bad compared to some stuff, but also, like... I kind of wonder if the hammer can bump you after you've landed on the platform, because it kind of looks like it may be possible. Oh my god, look at that! No, that's bullshit! Look at that! Look at that! Watch the platform! Yep. Oh my god, can you imagine getting this far? You jump to the platform, you're like, oh, I'm gonna take a moment. Nope, bump! Wow. I think it'd be fair to put faith in the gaps between the platform being where the hammer goes and not the platform itself, but no. Fuck you, apparently. Oh wow, that platform is just eaten by the hammer entirely. I bet you if I ever got that far, I would be knocked off of that one. This one right here. I bet I'd be knocked off right there. Alright, so then you get up here. I guess hooray you did it at this point? It feels like the end, maybe? Okay. Congratulations, written in default text font on sign. Now, obviously, I can't trigger this teleporter, but I almost guarantee you that besides some congratulations narration, this just sends you back to the title screen. This is my reward. This is what you think the player has spent hours getting here. This should be the reward. Wow. This is really stupid. Oh, I've accidentally soft-locked again. That's fine. Are really, really fast? Because now I'm curious. And don't worry, I mean really fast. I'm not going to take long doing this one. I want to switch to Pain Island real fast, which is just basically a barely visually different remix of Dream Island. With extra obstacles, of course. And I must wonder, like, okay, so that ending is lame. But maybe the teleporter has, like, a credits or something if you're lucky. If you're lucky. I doubt you're lucky on that. I can't say, obviously. But Pain Island certainly has to have a better ending, right? Because it's even harder. Oh, the game crashed. Okay. So sometimes the game will just fatal error if I inject it, I guess. So that's fine. We're going to do a real fast free camp speedrun of Pain Island once I can get it to actually connect without crashing. So just a second. Okay, it's having a... the game is now resisting me. Which would imply it was cooperating with me, but that's not really true either. Silver, I want to know. Unless, of course, I'm now going to get internal fatal errors, in which case, whatever, I guess. Okay, there we go. It initializes without crashing, so we're good now. Right. So we're going to just quickly fly around this really fast. Because I am now curious. So obviously a bit was changed. We've had lions added places. We've had guns added to some places. Like here. Well, here's a hammer just randomly here for some reason. That doesn't... Okay. And I guess use that jump pad, get up there. Go across these. More hammers. Obviously, all the obstacles are basically the same. He just added a few more objects and changed the palette of the area. That's basically what he did. And the music's different. Wait, actually, no, the music's not even different. So, hammers, guns. Are you going to get more interesting? Do you say more creative? Or is that all... Oh, okay. The cat's still there, I guess. Alright. Write this up. Get up here. Cross the lot. Yeah, there's guns. Those were always there, actually. Wait, this whole section's the same. This isn't even different. Okay, and then I guess you go over here. This has more lions? They added 2 more lions. That's way more difficult. There's a lion wall, but now there's 2 other lions. Oh no. I guess they could get a little bit in the way of these platforms, but not really. Crossing through here is all the same. Wow, this is very... Like, I wouldn't like this being more difficult than previously, but... I would expect Pain Island to have more changes than this. It really doesn't have that many. And he still has these bullshit platforms he doesn't need. You can tell he just copied the map, in that case. You can tell he just copied the map between the two versions, and then added a few obstacles and objects and guns and stuff. Like, nothing too crazy here. You go up here. Again, nothing's really changed in this section. I'm not seeing any real differences. Like, literally, there's so much here that's barely changed. He, like, made a copy of this map. And then added a few... Oh, my God. E. E. He added, like, some stuff here and there when he remembered to. Like, it just feels like, oh, yeah, I should probably add something here. Is kind of what happened here. Like, there's barely anything added. So, absolutely, silver is almost absolutely 100% true. Okay, so here's some hammers over here. I don't know if these were here before. I don't think they were. We got up here. I guess you can climb up here, climb up here. Again, well, now there's some... No, those were guns. Those were just normal guns. Oh, they did actually add guns around the guns, which is... That's a lot of... 1, 2, 3. All able to fire you at basically the same time. That's going to be fun. Get up here, lions. Like... This is one of those games that pisses me off because of a simple fact. The player has to try so fucking hard to win, right? But the developer tried so fucking little to make the game. That annoys me. That discrepancy between, hi, I'm a lazy dev. I'm going to make a game that's going to be really fucking hard to play, but I'm also not going to put that much effort into actually making the game, right? Like, that's the problem. I have a problem when that effort is not even. There's something I could say for, like, getting over it. A lot of people find that game super frustrating, but you know what? I could tell Bennett thought I put a lot of work into it. And that is something that I feel is, like, he spent blood, sweat, and tears, and then the players have to spend blood, sweat, and tears. That seems fair. That seems balanced, right? You know? But here, this... no. There's barely any changes in this mode besides the color scheme. It really feels like the dev forgot to add things to the hard mode. Like, he made a hard mode version and then just forgot to add much. Which makes me wonder why even have two maps then? Why even have two maps, you know? Anyways, let's go up to this again. We're almost done. Don't worry, guys. Durg, I don't think so. Why is everybody having so many trouble in the street today? I was like, congrats, game. You made me just as cynical as you. Oh, this is one of those games that just upsets me. Conceptually. I am so tired of people releasing crap games. And I mean crap not in the sense that, like, they're maybe good or bad games in themselves. That's not the problem here. The problem here is simply the level of effort put into developing it, put into making it, and the heart that isn't present here. Again, I gave Ancient Mind credit. I didn't like the game, but it has heart. This has a void, you know? This doesn't feel like it was made with any heart whatsoever. That's how it feels. Yeah, there's barely any changes in these sections. Oh, that's cute. Hey, the labyrinth has hammers now. Cool. Granted, if you were a poor sod that happened to play the normal mode and win that before coming here, I guess you'd already know the path. Because I doubt the path is different. Why the hell would it be different? Yeah, no, this is the same place. This is what I thought. I would hate that they changed the labyrinth if they were to change it, but if they had changed the labyrinth, I would have been at least, like, at least you changed the labyrinth. At least you put effort into that, you know? Oh, the final section has double hammers. I don't know if that actually increases the difficulty. I guess it depends on if they're offset or not. If they're offset, then I guess it means all larger art box, yeah. And then you get to the top and you get the same shitty fucking congratulations as before with nothing different! Which I guess is completely predictable at this point, but it's still something worth pointing out. Wow. What a piece of shit. I'm sorry, Dev. I'm not saying you're a piece of shit. I do not attack devs. I may be very harsh on some games, because I have a good reason to sometimes. This is something being sold for money. I have every reason to be harsh with a game being sold for money that is not delivering anything worth a playable, monetizable experience. You know what I mean? And this definitely qualifies, I feel. Now, if you're curious about this game's cost, I'm actually going to look it up because I need to double check. This is $5 USD. So it's not super expensive. But, and I'm sorry for this comparison because it's the only thing that comes to my brain. It's like saying that candy wrapper being $1 is not very expensive. Like, I guess, but also it's a candy wrapper. You shouldn't be spending anything on that. It's just a wrapper. It's barely anything. It's just a piece of detritus, you know? Like, it... And this game is more than that, I suppose, since it is a playable experience. So I guess it's more than just a piece of trash, literally. But it's a pretty trashy experience all the same. I'm sorry, Dev. I know that you gave me this key. You had particular interest in my channel and gave me a key, and I do appreciate that. But I'm gonna I won't call a potato tomato because somebody said that they thought it was a good tomato. Like, that's, you know, just because I'm given something does not change my opinion of it. I'm going to either like or dislike the game on its own merits, regardless of whether I'm playing off a review key or my own purchase. It doesn't matter. Dream Island, a Skyward Journey. It really doesn't deserve a subtitle. It really should just be called Dream Island. That makes it sound so much more fancy than it is to have it a subtitle like that. Man, I felt exhausted just free cabbing it. And free cabbing isn't actually any effort, and yet I still feel tired. I don't even know. I'm sure the narration is the most interesting part. I can tell the dev put some effort in that. And obviously I couldn't experience the narration through my free cam, so obviously that element of the experience was not visible in me traversing through this. But I don't think it really matters how good the narration is, because I do think it was pretty solid, but I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter at all. This experience is not worth that narration. If you really want the narration that bad, then break into the files and grab the sound clips and listen to them back. That's what I recommend if you're really interested in the narration. But I wouldn't recommend that because that would require having the game files, which means buying the game, which I would not recommend. This is very much a hard no. Do not buy this unless you got something to prove, I guess. I don't know. Play it if you want to, I suppose, but I would not pay much for it. Certainly not $5. Yeah, Fawcett, it's like $1 isn't much money, but you're getting maybe 1/3 of a candy bar at most. No, I'm just saying the candy bar wrapper. No candy bar in it, just the wrapper afterwards. Discarded yet picked up, and somebody was trying to sell for $1. Like, that'd be a ripoff. It may be only $1, but it's not worth anything. And unfortunately, I don't think this game is... Like, even if this game was sold for $1, I don't know, man. I would hesitate and say, like, I think you should spend your dollar elsewhere. Like, I don't feel like this is worth payment. This feels like something that I wouldn't be having any problems with if it was just a free game on itch.io or something. But as it stands, this is not a monetizable experience. But I think I've said enough harsh words for now. Chrisovs, any last thoughts on your part?
Hey, boy.
Hey, boy. I know I spent way longer on this than I probably should have, but I really, since I had the ability to free cam, I really just wanted to pour through the entire game experience, since it was easy to do so, and really go to show, like, yes, this isn't good, and I'm going to spend time to demonstrate why, you know? I just wanted to take a moment with one of these, unfortunately, kind of cash-grabby, low-effort games, and I just wanted to fly through the entire thing, since I had a means to do so easily, and just demonstrate to everyone, there's a reason I am harsh with these things. There's a good reason why I'm harsh with these things, unfortunately. Sorry if it was exhausting. Thanks for sticking it out with me, Chrisovs here, and everybody else watching as well. Thanks for getting to the end of this video. That's enough of this, though. So that was Dream Island. Don't pick it up, and I'll be sure to inform you guys in the future if a game is not worth playing. Don't you worry. Anything like this, I'll warn you. I'll warn you.